What is going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here on the channel. As we're back here for more Kansas City Royals franchise here on MLB The Show. And today, it is the All-Star game as we take a look here at the current standings right now. Of course, we're sitting very pretty there in first place there in the American League, of course, in the American League Central, and of course, overall in the American League, as we have the best overall record for really over in majors overall, actually. So let's take a look there. And of course, you know, it's always nice. And of course, we're on that track of repeating as World Series champions, hopefully for a third time, as we're trying to wrap up this series here. Now, I kind of talked about already in the last episode what we're going to be doing for the foreseeable future for this series, is we're going to try to move along here pretty quickly. So I'm kind of mapping out what games we're going to be looking at. There will be a lot of simming. I'm thinking there will be a couple episodes we may even do some critical situations. I like doing some of those. They work out pretty well there for us. And and of course I'm thinking about also too adding some more games that I'm just doing CPU versus CPU, and you guys can watch it and go from there. And of course I can do a little video afterwards, kind of like the Royals Insider there, and talk about some of those games that we simmed and kind of break down some of those games and whatnot. But for the most part, our team's been doing a great job for the most part here this season. It's been a great year. You guys have I should say we have guys like Adam Lynn, who has been just stepping up, which I think by far he's probably our best free agency pickup that we've had. Alex Gordon really showing off what he can be, but then we have some guys that are not showing that potential that I thought we could see, like Eric Hosmer, who has just been really struggling at the plate, and I just don't understand why. He was doing had a great year last year, and I don't know if maybe this is the year that, his last year's contract, so maybe Kansas City is not his thing. Maybe he wants to go on and move on to something else. But with that being said, of course we got to look out for, some possibility of trading him. He is on our trading block. Of course, we got a couple others, and of course the biggest thing of the season is not having, and I can't believe this, but we have not heard from this guy for a while, and that is our shortstop. He's been injured for quite some time now. As we got a couple other guys that are on that injury reserve there, and it's just been a crazy year with injuries. It started with Ben getting injured, and he's going to be out for pretty much for the rest of the season. I don't think him coming back in the postseason is going to happen, as Zimmer's just been, it's been tough. That weird injury that he had. And he was our guy. He was gonna be our guy to kind of take over that shortstop position, or second base there, after Omar Infante retires. I think this might be Omar's last season here with the Royals. So yeah, it's just been a weird year with injuries like that, but that hasn't really stopped us, as we've been just keep rolling on here. Guys like Felix Hernandez, who really hasn't been impactful too much. He's kind of settled in now as a Royal, but he's been still winning the games that he's supposed to be winning. Just take a look at his numbers there this season. 11-3 so far at this point going into the All-Star break. He's been really doing a great job there as our ace, and he's going to be our ace for quite some time until we can find that one particular player to kind of take over that spot there. Now, if we bring in another guy from free agency, or some homegrown guys that we've been kind of let things go on down in AAA and AA. At some point here, somewhere down the line, we're going to have those guys come up and show off what they can do. But, it takes some time to progress. And, of course, we're hoping that they'll progress faster. As you take a look at the rest of the, I believe you're looking at the National League players here with the top, some of the league leaders there in the National League. But for the most part here, it's been really nice. Excuse me. for us to play some really good baseball, and most importantly, get in that right position there to kind of dominate in the Central. Guys that I think have been having issues with this season. Of course, Salvi hasn't been doing. I mean, he's doing great behind the plate defensively, but offensively, he's been really just not really there for us in certain situations there. I'm hoping that will turn around here. We're going to keep him. He's going to be around for a while here for us. He's one of our pillars of our team. And at some point here, he's got to get that back going here. Maybe he's waiting to the postseason to kind of get fired up, okay? But, we had some glimpses and some moments there of his, but for the most part here, I wish we can get that bat rolling for him and just show off what he can do. He has decent power there. He's not, hitting a home run every, 4 or 5 at bats or anything like that. But he's a guy that I really depend on in the lineup there. And of course, we've been trying to do some changes there in the lineup. As you take a look at the players of the month there for the month of June for both for the American League and National League. And of course, Felix gets the honors there for pitcher of the month for the American League. As you take a look here and see, there's the pitching matchup as we're seeing some of the All-Star candidates there for the All-Star. Of course, we had a couple guys in the Home Run Derby. Fortunately, we could not get that title this year. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the video. If you guys did enjoy that video, or if you haven't seen the All-Star or the Home Run Derby, there will be a link probably somewhere in the description there for that video, or up in the eye. Definitely check it out. It was a good Home Run Derby. It was a fun one. But now here we are here back at Guarantee Right Field, taking on the National League All-Stars here, as of course we're here in the south side of Chicago. There you see the lineup for both teams, and of course you see Mustakas, he's starting, so it's Gordon, and of course Felix there. So we got four guys starting there for us for the American League. So that's really nice to see, as we deserve it. I mean, we've been playing really well this season. Those guys right there that they named there really are pulling the weight there and putting the team on their back and really showing off what they can do there on the diamond. So this game, like I mentioned in the previous episode, and towards the end of 132, this is all CPU. I'm starting to do that now here with games like this, All-Star games, especially any future series we have and any other sports. I'm just going to let the game play it out and just let the computer decide who's going to win, for the sake of this series, Home Run Derby or this All-Star game here. Of course, there's nothing really on the line. Nobody's going to, there's no home field advantage anymore like they did back in the day. In earlier MLB games. So it's just bragging rights here. Of course, Felix Hernandez probably going to get about 2 or 3 innings here to start, as he is the starter here for the American League. So we'll see. We'll jump into the first inning here, as you see Jason Hayward now coming up to bat here, and we'll see what Hayward can do here in this situation. There you see a 3-1 count. A full count here, and that's going to pop up to the shallow infield there to left center field. Nice job there, nice snag there from the shortstop. Oscar Taveras there coming up to the bat now. Full count here for him. Here in the top of the first, as we'll see. Nice strikeout there on Taveras, as he's just not liking that call there. As Felix did a great job there of getting him out. Like I said, I feel like I'm getting a better with these sliders I've had right now, both as playing as a user and also watching these games here. They seem like they work out pretty well, and I'm hoping that this is an All-Star game, so you're gonna have the best of the best here. I'm hoping to see a good game here. I remember watching some of this. As we see the pitch here, that one's going to be out there, and nice snag there from the second baseman, nice stop, as the American League gets out of the inning. That is Robinson Cano on that play. Bottom of the first coming up here is see Johnny Cueto, of course, former. Well, I don't know. He might be with the Reds still in this series, but of course in IRL he's former Reds, former Royals. We'll see you taking on Mike Trout here. As of course Mike Trout always putting up some great numbers in MLB The Show. We'll see also we use a quick count here in this series, and we'll start doing that more often here in this series, especially when we are simming games for the Royals. When I do full out unedited stuff for this series and whatnot. Jacoby Ellsbury up next here. We'll see what he can do. He has a 2-1 count. As Ellsbury here trying to get something rolling here for the American League, and he will strike out as Cueto gets him there on that pitch. So nice job there from Cueto, showing off what he can do. Now Miguel Cabrera, of course, the longtime Tiger, and his ball club there, of course, there in the American League Central, struggling here in this series. Taking on Cueto here, 1-2 count against Cueto, and let's see what he can do. This one's going to be out there. It's going to get caught there and get not past the infield there as the American League All-Stars makes a nice, or I should say the National League All-Stars make a nice stop there. So Justin Verlander coming up here later on in the game as he will now take control of the mound as the pitcher. And we'll see what he can do against Brandon Phillips in this matchup here. As we'll see the pitch here. Full count here on Phillips as this ball is going to be hit over there to left field. That's going to rattle around off the wall. That should be good enough for a double. And that gets him there safely with no problem. Nice job there. Again, that hit off of Verlander. The reason why I'm playing the music in a loop here right now is I forgot about shutting off. Well, originally I was going to just show the game in its entirety with me not commentate over, but I decided let's go ahead and make this an episode. So I decided to mute the commentary because I forgot it still had commentary. It was pretty loud, so I had to mute it for the sake of the video here. So they wouldn't be trying to overtalk me while I'm trying to talk here. So no score yet as we go down to the top of the fourth here. Matt Moore now coming out for the American League, and we'll see what he can do. There you see his numbers so far this season as he has a 9-4 start. Paul Goldschmidt, of course, there for Arizona, at least still in this world of MLB, as he has now a runner on board here with 1 out. He has full count. And let's see if Matt Moore can now try to get a double play out of this hitter here. As Goldschmidt gets the pitch, and this one is going to be hit over there to left field. This one is going to go back, and this one is gone. Home run there for Paul Goldschmidt as he brings home the first 2 runs in this ball game. As Matt Moore is now questioning himself on that pitch here. As now the American League, or I should say the National League All-Stars now take a 2-run lead here. That one going 371 feet deep there to left field. Take a look here at ShodTrack here. As of course ShodTrack always showing off the numbers here. And that one just screamed out of here. That barely was in here in the ballpark. You see the hang time just round for less than 4 seconds there. So now we'll see Matt Moore here, see if we can get out of this inning. As this one's going to hit over to right field. This one's going to go back, and that is another jack. As Hanley Ramirez takes a hit here. I believe he plays with the Dodgers here in this series. As he hits this one and cracks that one over the field. This time going opposite field. It's now a... excuse me, it's a ground rule double. They call that instead. So now we'll see here. That is going to be a ground ball there to the second baseman, makes the out as the runner is now moved over to third base. Yadier Molina, of course, longtime catcher for the Cardinals, and we'll see what he can do with a runner on board. And let's see here, a hit there down the third base line here. This one's going to get thrown there. That is going to be there on time. And that's going to leave that runner stranded there at third. As Homer Bailey now comes out here to pitch for the National League. They have a 2-run lead right now in this one, and Bailey is hoping to hold on to this lead in this inning. As Mike Moustakas there, you see one of our Royals there in this highlight package there. Full count for him, as we'll see what he can do. And this at bat here, as he'll hit this one here. Of course, Moustakas has been doing some amazing things this season. Hits this one here high and deep, and this is a 2-run shot going over the right fielder's head, and that is a home run as they tie this up now 2-2 here in this ball game, as the fans here in the south side of Chicago getting something special here in this all-star game. And a nice job there from Mike Moustakas, who made the team here in the all-star game, and of course been hitting like that for us as we've been following him in this series so far. Hits a nice one there for himself, as the Royals are well represented here in this one, and helps tie this one up 2-2 here in the in this all-star game. Now we'll see the next at bat, and we'll see the pitch here, and that is going to be a walk, as that is Markakis there for the Royals, if I'm not mistaken there. He is, yes, that's Markakis, as he'll draw a walk, putting himself on board there. So now the National League pitching coach is going to come out here and talk to his guy, try to settle him down, and try to have him refocus here and make sure he keeps that runner there in check there, and try to find a way to getting an out somehow. So we'll see now coming out of the bat there, and we'll see it's still tied 2-2, full count, as the National League trying to get out of this inning here and not try to cause any more issues. As we'll see another walk is drawn by Homer Bailey, or from Homer Bailey, as Miguel there, Monto will of course take first base. So now we have runners on first and second now for the American League, as Jose Reyes comes up the bat. He's popped out back in the 3rd inning. We'll see what Jose Reyes can do now with an 0-1 count with 2 runners on board, and of course no outs. Full count here for Reyes, as Bailey gives the pitch. This one's going to be hit there. That's going to go to the second baseman, getting the out there, and that is going to be out number, that was actually, there's 2 outs, my bad. I read that wrong, couldn't really see it from on my screen here, as that is going to be it for the inning. So 2 runners left stranded there. As we move on now, see Raymond Ewing. There you see 10-7 or 10-2 for the season. 17 starts there for him. He's going to take on, of course, Joey Votto, who's 0-2, who popped out back in the 4th inning. Votto has a full count here on his hands, as we'll see the pitch. This one is going to be there, and he gets rung up, and he is going to have to go back to the dugout there and figure out what he did wrong there in that one. Now 2-1 count for the next batter, as Ewing trying to get a quick 1-2-3. This is going to be a pop out to the first baseman, who makes a nice catch there. Nice job, as that is out number 2. Nice play there from Miguel Cabrera, tracking that one down for us. And now 1 out away from finishing up this inning, as Hanley Ramirez there 1-2. He hit that double, that ground rule double, which I thought was a home run, but they say it was a ground rule double. So now 2-2 count here for him. He grounds this one over there to shortstop can't make a play, and Hanley is going to be there at first base on that base hit. So great job there from Hanley, as now 1-1 count now for the next batter. Hanley at first, and a 1-1. We'll see a pitch here, and they're going to try to get Hanley out there at the tag, but they cannot, as he's trying to steal for second. Now he's going for third. Can they make the tag at third? No, he is going to be safe. So nice job there, as our the catcher there does not do a good job of throwing that one there off target some. As we take a look here, they realized there was going to be a stolen base. Try to get Hanley there, but Hanley just too speedy. And of course, the throw was not on target, so now trying to make it up here at third, and of course Hanley is already there. Nice hustle from him. So now the American League have an issue here now, as they have 1 runner on and nobody out, as we'll have a 3-1 count here in favor of the batter, and that is going to be a drawn walk, as now the runner's on first and third, and Ewing, well, he needs to figure out a way how to get out of this inning here and not give up a run, as you see. I believe that's can't think of his name now. There for the Milwaukee Brewer. Yeah, not Brewer. Quit. Can't think of his name now. Anyway, we'll see you out to right field. That's going to be easily caught, and that's going to be in the inning as the American League gets out of there somewhat unscathed. As we'll see outfielders seeing some double switches here. Evan Geddes now coming into the game. Of course, Yasiel Puig go down, coming in here and getting some opportunities here to do something. Sergio Romo, of course, he plays for the Giants. He's one of their relievers. And there you see his numbers so far this season. 34 saves now. Of course, he is their closer, but he is playing, I believe, in a relieving role here in this situation. There you see Markakis now. There you see he was hit back in the 4th inning. And we'll see what he can do now to start this inning off here and hopefully in the right direction. Try to break up this 2-2 tie that we're currently in. As we'll see this one hit out there to shallow left center field. That was going to be caught easily there by Hanley Ramirez for the first out of the inning. As the American League really trying their best here to get something going. As they've come back in this game here, but now they've kind of plateaued. As we'll see the catcher here for the American League, Miguel there, he will go ahead and take a walk, as he will go ahead and put himself there at first base. So nice job there of not going after every pitch there and really doing a great job there to draw a walk. Jose Reyes up to bat here, 0 for 2. We'll see what he can do here in this situation with a runner on and 1 out. And he, of course, one of those guys can find a hit and get down the field pretty quickly here. But this one, well, he gets underneath this ball, and it's going to be a pop-up there to the shortstop as Hanley Ramirez keeps the runner there at first base on that pop-up. So American League really struggling here as they have a runner in scoring position now. And we'll see Sin So Chu come up here. And, of course, he is a Ranger, I believe, in this series. And he's going to pitch hit here in this situation. So with a runner on first base, we'll see what Chu can do in this one. And we'll see a 1-2 count. That one's going to be a strikeout and a miss. And that's going to, of course, leave the runner stranded there at first base. So still tied 2-2 here after 7. We'll go to, I believe, to the 8th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th here. Anthony Rizzo will now come out to take first base here for the National League All-Stars. And, of course, Granahan, of course, will take shortstop there as they doing some good defensive switches here. And Nefi Feliz will now come out here to pitch. There you see his numbers so far. 27 games, 25 saves, 27 games he's been in so far. So a good ratio there. As Tyler Hyman there for the American League is going to come out here to pinch hit. And we'll see what he can do with a 1-2 count here in the to lead off here at the bottom of the 8th. This one's going to be fouled away as he just couldn't get a hold of that one. So next pitch he's going to get here. We'll see what he can do with this one here as we'll see the pitch. And this one is going to be a strikeout there, as that is not what you want to see from your leadoff man there to lead off here, especially a tie ball game here. You need some base runners on board as the American League is really struggling here in this game, and really need to try to turn things around here quickly if they want to try to win this one. Billy Butler, of course, a former Royal. I believe now he is with the Red Sox here in this series. That's the last time I see where he was at. Got picked up from. We'll see a 3-1 count here for Billy Butler. So we'll see if the former Royal can bash the ball here and maybe bring home a run here. As this one's going to hit up the middle there as Butler gets a base hit, and that will put the American League with the runner on board here with, of course, 1 out. So Butler did a great job hitting in that one up the middle, and just really put the ball right where it needed to be and get himself on board. And Sterling Rodriguez now pitch hit here. So both teams making some pretty good changes here in their lineup as they're trying to get everybody in, but at the same time being smart about it in certain situations. Billy Butler is at second base here. We'll see this one is going to be hit up there for the shortstop there. Can they make the play at first? Yes, they do. That's nice 6-3 put away as Rodriguez tried his best to run down the baseline there to first, but he will be taking out there on that play. As we'll see now, Adam Lynn Royal now showing up here in this one. We'll see what the big bat can do, as he's been, like I said, been very successful for us this season. Put up some great numbers here. Of course, he was an all-star in the home run derby game, I should say. He ended up didn't do so well there in that home run derby game matchup there, but hopefully next year will be a different story. But there you see, he will draw a walk, so great job there as he gets on board. Of course, Felice now having a little trouble here trying to keep these American Leaguers in check, as he's now walked one here. Now Evan Longoria will come up to bat here, and we'll see what Longoria can do, as we'll see Elvis Andrade now come up here, pitch run. So it looks like we could possibly see maybe a double steal here. We'll see what this is going to be the case, but no, let me see. Longoria will strike out there, and that'll be it for the inning. As Felice gets out of this one, he gets there unscathed, gives up, puts 2 runners on board, but they get out of here, keeping the lead, or keeping this tie at 2-2 now, as he gives his National League teammates here a chance to get back into this ball game. Jim Johnson now here for the American League, and there you see his numbers, 0-2 for the season, as he's one of the top relievers here in the American League this season. I see Jennings now coming out there at left field, and now Thomas Amos now pitch hitting. Of course, there's been a lot of, I didn't show every single pitch hit or swap out or like that. There's several, so a lot of our guys that started are not in this game. We'll see a full count now coming up here, and we'll see the pitch there. That one's going to be hit there. Oh, hops over the head of the first baseman, and that is, of course, going to be a single for the National League, as they do a great job there getting on board. So does National League now have a chance here to get back in this ballgame? We'll have to find out. 1-2 count now. 1 runner on board. Swing and a miss there. And that is a strikeout on that. I'm not sure who that is there in the National League, but they will take a big K there on that one. Gordon Beckham now coming up here to pitch hit. We'll see what he can do in this situation with 1 out and 1 on. 3-2 count here, a full count now for him, as we'll see what kind of pitch he'll get. He will be drawing a walk, as Johnson just decides he's not going to deal with him there. So now he has 2 runners on board here with only 1 out. They bring out Andrew McCutcheon there at first to get some speed on the base pass now, and we'll see if we can try to keep that ball infield, or try to get a pop up, or even better, try to get a strikeout here. As we see Brandon Phillips, he's doubled back in the third. He's 1 for 3 now here in today's game. 1-1 count for Phillips. It's Johnson here again, trying his best to keep this game where it's at. And we'll see the pitch there, and that's going to be a dribbler there. That's going to go ahead, and that's going to be easily caught. A nice hot shot there to the second baseman to get the second out of the inning. Now Yasuo Puig up to bat next here. We'll see what he can do. Of course, Evan Geddes there on deck, and we'll see if we can get Puig out here, as Puig has a full count here, 2 on, and he just go ahead and he walks Puig on that play. So I'm guessing they have a better shot here, maybe getting Evan Geddes out on a ground ball of sorts here, but they lose Puig there on that one. So now we'll see now Chase Headley now coming up. He will now come out to a pitch hit now for Evan Geddes, as now there's a 3-0 count here. So, oh boy, not what you want to see here. So we got to make a play here with this ball and try to get some kind of out here. So we'll see a pitch, and this one's going to be popped up there to the third baseman, who gets this one here. That one's going to be easily caught, and that retires the side. So crazy inning there at the top of the 9th here, as we now go to the bottom of the 9th here and try to see what we could do here for the American League. As you see some more changes now defensively for the American League here, bringing out some younger and some other talent here. You see McCutcheon playing third, which is really unusual, but hey, we'll go with it, as he did have to, of course, come in as a change up there. You see Chase Haley now playing left. And we'll see Francisco Rodriguez. There you see 35 starts he's been, or 35 games he's been in so far. 2-1, 27 saves, and an ERA of $1.14. We'll see what he can do now against Nick Markakis. As Markakis 0 for 1 here, hit by pitch earlier in the game. 2-2 count here for him. Nobody on in the bottom half of the ninth. This one is going to be ball getting past the infield there. Nice job of getting on board. And that will be a single for Nick Markakis as he gets himself on board for the American League. As we'll see, now Adam Edenwald can now come out here. So they're going to put some speed out there as he's going to pitch run here for Markakis. So it looks like we could see a possibility here in this situation as we have a 3-1 count in favor of the batter. And we'll see what Rodriguez can do here in this situation. He always throws a pitch there, and that is going to walk the batter. As now the batter is going to go ahead and take first base as Rodriguez lose track of the batters. Now runners on first and second here. And great opportunity now for the American League to get a base hit. A base hit here will definitely score a run from second with Jose Reyes here. So we'll see what Reyes can do. Adam Eden could score from second with just a base hit here. And we'll see if they can find a gap out there to try to win this one here in the bottom of the ninth. And we'll see here if they can get something going. 1-1 count here for Reyes. 2 on. Nobody out here looking for a pitch here. And Reyes is going to bunt this one here. And that's going to move the runner over. And they don't even what was McCutcheon doing? He didn't even make a play there. He had it at first base. Or at least he could at least attempted to make it. I mean, I know Reyes is quick, but he could at least attempted to make it. So now we have runners off. Full bases are loaded here. Nobody out here. Base hit's going to score a run here. This one gets out there. Adam Eden comes in for the run, and that right there is your ball game. The American League win it here. 3-2 is your final. And they take home the bragging rights this season for the All-Star game for the Midsummer Classic here in this one. Take a look there. Great job there for that hit. And that is going to, of course, from Chu as he gets that nice base hit and brings in the run. Not much they could do there as they should have made a better play. At least McCutcheon should have made a better play there to first try to at least make an attempt to try to get Reyes out on that bunt. But hey, it worked and it got us, the American League, a victory. Take a look here and see who the player of the game is here. And oh, hey, look, it's our boy Mike Moustakas. Nice home run, 2 RBIs, run score. He went 1 for 3 in this ball game, and they are going to give him the American League All-Star MVP honor. So great job there as Moose brings home the American League All-Star MVP. That is nice. I like that. That was really cool to see that play out here. Like I said, I watched a little bit of this game. I watched like the first 4 or 5 innings. I kind of got a gist of it, but I didn't never see how it ended until I had to go back and re-edit this. I'm like, oh wow, Moose won the game. Like that's awesome. Like that's I mean that seems like a movie right there. When you're especially coming from this series, your star player pulling off that kind of one of your star players really doing something like that and getting that getting the honors to take player of the game. So nice job there from Moose as he wins the MVP of the All-Star game. So take a look there. Paul Goldschmidt 1 for 3. He had a home run there, 2 RBIs, a run scored. Hanley 2 for 3. He had a double. As for us, Moustakas, like I said, a home run, 2 RBIs, a run scored, 1 for 3 for the day. Nick Markakis 1 for 2, a walk. Jose Reyes 1 for 4. And Jim Johnson, of course, got the victory there for the American League All-Stars. And of course, just guys, you guys can pause the video there if you want to see the more of the at-bats there. Of course, like I said, right after this video is being, or right after this episode is over with, the video for this game will be released in its entirety, so you guys get to see every single at bat and how this game all played out. And of course, you guys more stats there you guys can follow if you guys feel like, I know a lot of you guys are stats fans. So, but yeah, for the most part, this was a good game. I went back and watched it myself, and this was actually a really good sim. Seeing that, just that tug of war that you normally see in all-star games. You don't see one team blowing out the other. I mean, hits were pretty even. American League had 7, National League had 8. There was one error, of course, but for the most part, this is a close game. Like I said, a good tug of war type of game with the CPU versus CPU. And that's so far, like I said, with the slider set I've been using, I've been seeing a lot more of that here as of late. So, like I said, in the last episode, you guys will see more games like this, CPU versus CPU, once we get back into when we get more into these roles games here. But like I said, we'll see them. We'll start jumping around here a lot more quickly. The next game you guys will see here on the channel, besides the All-Star game, here in the next day or two, will be the AAA game. That one I did not watch at all, so I don't know what happened in that one. But it'll be the AAA game. Got a couple of players there for our AAA teams. For our AAA team, as my alarm's going off there. But yeah, you guys see that game in its entirety. And then, of course, like I said, once we get to episode 134, we'll move down to that, I think it's that game there, that 2-game series there with Arizona. And then we'll just really start picking things up. We'll have that series there with Pittsburgh on the road in Pittsburgh. We'll have those 2 games there in an episode, and then just kind of go along there. And just be a play by ear of some matchups I would like to see and whatnot. And it doesn't have to be it not necessarily has to be an episode that I have to voice over like this one is, but it could be also something that could be just a good matchup to just kind of post and put some content up for you guys. So like I said, I'm actually really further than where I'm at right now as I'm recording this right now. So I don't want to say how far I am, but I am pretty far away from where I'm recording. So there'll be a lot more videos coming up. So just stay tuned here on the channel. Follow us down below. Here are our socials there. You guys can, that's the best way to follow us, especially on Discord, as we do have a Discord page or Discord channel there. You guys can check us out on what's going on the channel, and also maybe a little bit of some early access to videos and stuff like that that have not appeared here yet on the channel. Not just for this series, but any series here on this channel or on our secondary channel at ESGN LP, as we got some cool stuff coming up. Of course, Madden out, and of course we'll have a series on from that game and a bunch of other stuff. They're cool sports games coming out later this fall. There's a lot coming up here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Wow. But that's it for this episode of the Kansas City Royals franchise. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series on the channel. And like I said, the likes really help out much, so it can be in that crazy YouTube sphere that for their little algorithms and all that stuff. So really helps out the channel and really helps me out much, you guys. So again, thank you guys for watching, and again, stay tuned for more here, for more Kansas City Royals franchise here on MLB The Show. As always, keep yourselves and each other healthy, stay safe, stay cool, and I will see you guys next time.